Welcome once again to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. We are taking a look at Hasbro's Fortnite Victory Royale series, SKYE and OLLIE. So for those of you who don't know, SKYE is a unlockable character in Chapter 2, Season 2 of the Battle Pass. I have to say a huge shout out and thank you to Hasbro for sending me this figure along with some of the other goodies ahead of their Hasbro Pulse Con 2021, which takes place this week, so Friday and Saturday, the 22nd and 23rd of October. So without further ado, let's have a closer look at the figure. Now, I said it on my other Fortnite figure review, I'm actually really impressed by the quality of these figures. Now, Hasbro took over the license for Fortnite, I think it was last year, and these figures have just started to arrive. They've been up for pre-order, etc., and you can get them from HasbroPulse.com or Hasbro Pulse in the UK and various other retailers as well. The heads pop off like most of the Hasbro products, so you can change the heads around. If you have a little look, the head sculpt is really nice, the paintwork's really good. As far as the figure goes, she's not too bad. There's a lot of articulation there, all your standard articulation, and what is nice is there are no pins on show, so they make a nice smooth, clean finish. Now there's a lot going on with the scarf and the hoodie tied around her waist and her boots, etc. Various different pockets and pouches, but unfortunately none of it comes off except for the little camera around her neck that is loose. What's in the box is obviously OLLIE. Now OLLIE, from what I can tell, is a glider. That's a lot of plastic for sort of an accessory. I definitely prefer the accessories in the other pack that I got. They're a bit more versatile, whereas this one is pretty simply just a glider. There's not a lot that I can do with this one, but it does make a cool character. Nice little character, and you can see here there's like a peg hole as well. Now there's no stand in the box, but I'm assuming later down the line they're going to release stands, or perhaps there'll be stands in some other kind of deluxe box that you can then attach these gliders to. To just put her arms in, you can slide her hands onto the handles here pretty easy, and she holds on quite tight, which is nice. And then you can display her gliding down like in the game. Look, which is quite cool. Nice little touch for like a deluxe figure. It is very top heavy, so you can't stand her up because her arms will not take it, as you can see there. So let's just take OLLIE off. Actually, I did see a picture of her sitting on top of him, not as a figure but in the game, so let's actually see if she can do that. I mean, obviously her legs bend and move around because of all the articulation, but oh no, hang up, there you go, her jumper's in the way. That's a shame. As I said, the jumper does move a little bit, it's got a little bit of give in it, so maybe you could. As I said previously, all the accessories come in these little paper bags, which is cool, and in this particular one are her swords. They're nice translucent blue. In this one is her backpack. A lot of bits going on there, but nothing that comes off, doesn't open up. And there's a little slot here so that you can put one of her swords in that slot there. So the backpack just clips on her back. Straps are obviously already on the figure, and the sword just pushes in. Now she's got two swords, but unfortunately you can only put one of them in. They're obviously her harvesting tools, but you can only put one of them in, which is a shame. But I suppose it just means that you can no, definitely can't put two in. But it just means that you can keep all the figure together, I suppose. So let's just put the other one here in her right hand. Yeah, looks quite cool. They've got a real kind of Zelda vibe to them, these swords. I'm really liking the translucent. And in here is her gun. She got the plunger gun. And again, there's some clear plastic here, so you can see all the inner workings of the gun there at the top, like the spring, etc. But it doesn't do anything, doesn't move or anything, unfortunately. But it does look nice. So for display and for action figure photography, these are really nice figures. They feel quite durable as well. They don't feel all that fragile. So I think, you know, for younger children playing with them, I think they'd last. I think they'd survive. They'd do what they're intended to do. And obviously for anyone else who wants to display them, then I think that they would look quite nice on the shelf as well. Scale wise, they scale quite nicely. You can see here the other figure, the Meowscles, I can never say it right, but you can see that he is kind of head and shoulders above her like he would be in the game. Yeah, all in all, actually really nice figures. They come in big boxes, and as I said previously, what's nice about the boxes is you've got the little plastic window on the front, but then the rest of the box is all made up of cardboard, so everything is stored within the cardboard box. The guns are all interchangeable. Obviously this is the gun that come with the other figure, but all the guns are interchangeable, so they can hold on to everything. And let's just put both swords in the hands just so you can see what they look like. There you go. Yeah, the swords are really nice. That translucent blue is really quite cool. I'd like to see that used on some of the other Hasbro products that I own as well. It is a shame that things don't come off of this bag or go in this bag on a backpack. That would have been a nice little touch. But as a whole, these are really quite good figures. So if you're a fan of the game or you're a fan of this type of figure, then they are definitely 100% worth picking up. Let me just get her into a pose. I know my time's about to run out, but I'll just get her into a pose so that I can sort of stand her up to finish the video. But yeah, definitely worth picking up. I'm definitely going to take a look at some of the others that are on offer. And I've just got to say once again, massive shout out to Hasbro. Thank you so much for sending this over. Really enjoyed having a look at these, and they're going to make a welcome addition to my action figure collection. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.